I got the yeah, I forgot I had the mic was muted for a second. I forgot to unmute it. Oh, I'm just on the phone today. I'm not trying to stream from the laptop necessarily. The laptop's still in my room. I need to bring it out because I need to do some stuff today. And I'm just beating on a bucket right now like I used to before I had that little tiny drum kit that Carpe diem. Sorry. Oh. Oh, all of a sudden I'm not feeling that great. Oh, my stomach. And it's a little bit warm. It was cool this morning and now it's a little warm. I imagine before the day's over, I'll be back in shorts. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I'm just doing a short little jump on here and touch base with anybody, see what you're doing, see how you guys are doing. And then Falguni, I think that the other day I might have had trouble because, and I've never had that happen before. I think I don't know if this is the case, but I think I might have had trouble because I was logged in from both devices, and I'm believing if I'm logged in on Restream from my phone as well, it reads the phone as the main device, like for whatever reason. So if I have the laptop, even if I go through the laptop and have so the other day, what I did was I logged out of Restream on my phone, and then I did that stream later on the second channel with Dr. Ben through the computer. Like I was just on the laptop. Like right now, I'm just on the phone, so I don't know if Yeah, I don't know if now that's what I did, and then Ben, about 30 minutes before I went on, he did come in backstage so I could make sure the link was working. So it ended up working. But it shouldn't, that still shouldn't have any effect on why it wasn't working the other day. It shouldn't have, that shouldn't have influenced it, I don't think. But you never know. You never know. So give me a second and, cool. Yeah, I haven't ate anything yet today. I'm going to eat in a little bit. I try not, like yesterday, I ate this. Yeah, like I couldn't figure it out the other day. So, like, I was on my laptop, but I was, I guess, still maybe signed. I don't know if when I hit the link and came in through my phone, it started reading me, my account from my phone as the main account, as the guest or as the host. And so I don't know. But what I'm about to do, I'll go ahead and just to, because I probably won't be here too long, but hold on, God darn it. I always say that. I always say that. I always say, oh, I ain't gonna be on here long. But we can try it out today. I can see if it works for you. And I mean, you don't have to use it right now if you don't want to. Of course, anybody really, now that it's in the chat, it could be anybody hit it. But I'm just kind of messing around on this bucket for a second. And also, like I said, I kind of got a little there for a second, man. Like I got a little bit like earlier, my stomach was a little bit cramped feeling, which I kind of ate some junky food last night, and I don't normally do that, and I don't need to be doing that. So that's going to be a part of why my. But I mean, I just went ahead and shared it because it can. I don't know. I don't get it. She started in January and only posts morning and night when she feeds the horses. Okay. Oh, I was reading my friend's text message to me. Give me a second here. And another reason I'm trying to stream just from the phone today is because it's easier. Uh, Plus, if I want to get up and move around, I can. Like I can turn the camera around and we can walk outside for a second and look at how nice a day it's turning out to be now. Oh, shut up. What are you barking at? What are you barking at? Stop barking. Somebody walking up the road from another trailer park, but I can show you kind of a nice day out here. But tomorrow, like we're supposed to get some, I think this evening and as we go into tonight, I think we have some I believe as we go into tonight, we end up having some. You can't click on it, huh? Let's try it again. I'm not understanding what's going on here. Of course, I'm not on two different devices right now, so I can't look at the chat and see what it looks like. Now I can go get the laptop if I want to. I can go get in there and then turn it on and turn my hotspot on, and I can see what it's looking like. I don't understand. I mean, I'm not quite understanding. Like, you know what I mean? I'm still kind of ignorant to a lot of this stuff. But maybe I have a setting or something set wrong. I don't know. Like, I mean, I was doing this, I've done this several times now where I've dropped the link in the chat and people have been able to come in. Um, it isn't clickable. Okay. I don't understand that necessarily. Uh, oh God dang it. I really don't understand that. It should be clickable. I don't understand that. Hold on a second. This is retarded. I mean, this is just stupid that I'm even having this kind of trouble. Give me a second. You might fall out of here for a second, or I might fall off screen for a second. Who knows? Are you there? Okay, I think I know what it is. When I'm streaming from the phone in vertical, and I've noticed this in other people's live streams, and I don't think they realize this. My friend, well, you know Omar. Omar Glitch will be streaming from his phone, and it's in vertical. He'll be posting links in his chat. None of them are clickable. I just realized. I just went in and looked, and that's what's going on there. Is so the best thing I can do is this, probably. Give me a second. What I'm going to do is, if I can, no, it's not going to work. I just realized that. I just looked through the YouTube app, and for whatever reason, I guess because I'm running vertical, because I'm in the vertical, for whatever reason, I don't know, but I've noticed this in everybody else's live streams. If you're watching it through their vertical version, they can post links in their chat, but they're not clickable. They show up white. They don't show up blue as clickable links. And I just saw that. I just went into my app and that's what's going on. So you're not able to click it. So what I'm about to do is, I guess, I'm going to copy it. Give me a second. Oh my God. Okay, I might have fell out. You might not have saw me for a second. Falgoni, I just, hopefully, I don't know what it looks like in your email, but I sent it through an email. Go check your email and see if it works there. Because I don't know. To be honest with you, I have no clue why this is doing that. But it's doing it on other people's streams as well. If they're streaming vertically, for whatever reason, I'm seeing them try to post. Like, I don't think Omar realizes it. He'll be posting links in his chat. If I'm watching it and it's on the vertical, for whatever reason, it's not clickable. It's just the same. The other day, I did a stream and it was vertical, and then I went in after the fact. I added some links into the description. Wouldn't allow it. Did not. It didn't allow them to click. So I don't really know what's going on with that. Let me see what this might look like. And to be honest with you, I don't know if it's gonna, like, I can't tell, like, if it will. It should work in your email, but I don't know. So I don't know what it's going to look like when you check it. If you go in the email and see it and hit it, I thought I'd fix the issue here, but then for some reason now we're having issues. Once again, here I am. I thought I'm just on my. I have literally streamed off of my phone like this before, and shared the link, and it be able to be working. And I don't know what's going on here now. I have no understand. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's stupid. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, another day, another stream where like Great Cloud. Whoa, yeah, Great Cloud, you're just doing so great, so wonderful, so great, so fucking wonderful. Thought I was on a roll there for a second. Thought I was doing okay. The universe is telling me, no, you're not doing okay. We're not going to allow links to work. We're not going to allow this to work. So, but that helped. So the frustration goes away a little bit because I just beat it out of the bucket. It's not a big deal. A lot of times, a lot of times I can turn something into a bigger deal than it is. When the time comes, I guess it'll work. I don't know. That is something I need to research though, is why if I'm streaming vertically, now I've never had that happen before that I know of. So that I know of, I don't know. So let's see. Not really. Okay. Hi. Hey, LeMay. How you doing? It's good to see you. I'm having trouble again today. So I posted links in the chat, and evidently they're not clickable. But I was saying, and you might have noticed this. I don't know if it was yesterday. Here lately, I've been noticing if someone's streaming, like I noticed when Omar's dropping links in his chats, they're not clickable. Like for some reason, when you're streaming off your phone in the vertical position, it seems like the chats work, but dropping links in the chat don't seem to work. I noticed that the other day. He was posting several links in his chat. They were all coming up white. It should show up blue. So we're having that issue right now. Falguni was trying to click a link in the chat. I even went through the YouTube app. So I have no clue to why that's doing that. Unless YouTube has changed something that I don't know about. And so once again, we have another day of me trying to stream. I was trying to share the link in the, I'm on the phone. I thought, well, I'll just stream from the phone. Well, You just picked up your sister. Is this something you do regularly, or is this something that has it been a while since you saw her? I don't know, or is this something like I'm assuming? Are you meaning, or just like a regular? Like, does she have a job? Are you picking her up after work? Are you like? I don't know the context necessarily, but cool. And I don't know if y'all see each other fairly regularly, or is this like a first time you got to see her in a while? Okay, I'll look in the mail later. I can't do it right now, I guess. I don't understand why a link wouldn't work through the email either, though. So I can't tell you what's going on here. Yeah, LeMay said that they're turning up wide as well. So, like, what I was getting at was, I am not the only one. Now, before I have streamed from my phone, I've been in the vertical position, and I could have swore I've dropped links before. I've dropped links in the chat, and they be just fine. Right now, I have no clue what's going on and why it's doing this. But I did notice, like I said, in Omar's chat, it's doing it. Several people that I know, there's sometimes I catch people and they're streaming. There's two different streams going. There's one in the vertical, and it'll be completely different, and they won't even see people's chats. Like if you're watching them on their main one, where they're streaming from the laptop or their computer, sometimes, and then if you're watching the stream through the vertical position, the chat will show up differently. I noticed that the other day. I was watching someone stream, and they were talking about not being able to see someone's chat. I went over to their other stream, which was the vertical version. I saw the person's chat, but for whatever reason, they weren't seeing it pop up. And I don't understand what's going on here. Well, I mean, it's not really that complicated, probably. There's, I mean, I don't understand why the other day I was on my laptop. It was at least a clickable link then. Today, I'm dropping a link and it's not even clickable. So I have to do some research. I'm going to have to do some research about why is this happening? Why is it when I'm watching someone stream and it's in the vertical, why are links and shit not able to be clicked in their chats? There's got to be an answer to it. I'm not the only person that this has happened to. Like I said, I'm in other people's chats, and if they're filming it or streaming it and it's in the vertical position, for some reason it seems like the chats don't allow you to post links that work. The same if I add a description after the fact and put a link in the description of a short or a vertical video or any of that. Like if you try to put a description on a short and add a link in it, it's not clickable either. And that really frustrates me because I don't understand why I cannot email you the link and it not work. Like, why is it not working? That don't make any sense. Like, how come in an email it's not working? Like, it seems like it should work. I don't understand. Now, unless I did something wrong, maybe there's a certain way to attach the link in an email. I don't know. I'm in the middle of actually streaming, and in order for me to send an email or anything, I'm on the phone. I'm on, like, if, in other words, I have to completely go off, like, exit out of here for a second. If I'm out too long, there'll be a disconnect. You'll stop seeing me. So if I go into my YouTube app or I go into whatever from the phone, I'm risking disconnecting from this stream. Okay. Well, you might be right. Maybe today is meant for me to just be doing a solo stream. And I was thinking it was the day before yesterday, but I could be wrong. Because I thought it was, I thought it was Saturday. I was on Saturday morning sometime. We tried getting you on. I was on the laptop. It wasn't working. I was worried that it was not going to work for later that day because we did do the stream with Dr. Ben. And then it's got a copyright strike on the stream. I think the music that I put to the thing I made for Dr. Ben, but I picked it because it said no copyright. It was just a beat, but then I used it. Maybe because I don't have a clue, but if you go to the video, it shows a credit to something that looks like it's written in Russian. And then it don't allow you to remix the fucking live stream. So I just downloaded the live stream and cutting it into shorts. Oh, okay. Well, see, like now I know that we can use the YouTube app. And if I wanted to go live with you through the YouTube app, I can do that. I just have to like put in your information. You know how like you can share, you can go live with another creator through the app. And I believe it's only one other creator that you can do it with. So you'd have to know what creator you're going to try to go live with. It's not like I can just go live through YouTube app and then drop a link in there and anybody come on with me. I have to know ahead of time that I want to be live with that person, you know. I think it's like I'd have to put in and send an invite to you or something. Hey, let me get my glasses real quick. What's up? Patriot Squirrel, I ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Is that showing up? Yeah, I haven't seen you in a minute. I'm glad you're here. And if you're planning to go live, what, here in a little bit or something? Is that what you're saying, Ronnie? I don't know how much longer I'll be on here, but there's people kind of popping in. So what are we and where are we going with this life? I just want to be somebody. I just want to be something. I just want to be somebody. Anything will do. I wish I could inspire someone to be alive right now. In this moment, and so how do we get along? Doing great. How about you? I'm doing wonderful. Well, I mean, I could be better, could be worse, you know. Patriot Squirrel. I'm trying to remember. That ain't Moo Moo, is it? I could be wrong. I was thinking that Moo Moo had a different name on the YouTube, and maybe I shouldn't say that, but. And you don't have to answer if that is, you know, you. You don't have to say that to you. But I do recognize Patriot Squirrel. It's been a while since I saw your handle. So we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. I'd shared a link in the chat. It's not evidently it's not clickable. It's brought up the fact that I have been noticing this when certain people are streaming and I'm in their chat and they're dropping links if they're streaming like vertically. Okay. Well, you don't have to worry. It's not like anybody from X is watching right now or anything. So none of those people that really are in that group. Okay, I was thinking that I had it right. It's going to be harder to get those gummies and stuff here soon, from what I understand. And then, you know, there's still some, like, by sometime next year, I guess, all of the hemp stuff, they're going to try to fight it, but all of those legal supposed smokable products might be completely off the market at some point. And then, they're just the government's just creating a huge big. They're just trying to create a whole nother escalated black market on the weed front, and then everybody will have to go back to trying to get smoke from the streets, and then you're probably dealing with weed that's coming through a cartel. It could have fentanyl like sprinkled on it or something too. I have heard of this happening here lately in the past few years of people buying like black market weed and it being sprayed with, like a liquid type fentanyl or something that, when you smoke it, you're definitely knowing that it's not just weed and it's, you know, you've got a bunch. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to have to try to stock up on what I can, but I've got a lot of things going on. I've got a tiny little bit of smoke still. I'm going to shut my computer down. There's no reason for me to have it on. I was going to go in there and try to but I'm not going to try to mess with all that. We're having a decent stream right now. I'm playing on the bucket today, playing on the old bucket, and confused because I was on the laptop the other day, and my friend Falguni, who's from India, she tried to come on with me as a guest the other day. We had technical issues. The link was clickable, but she'd get so far, and I wasn't seeing it come in on my end. And then today, I'm dropping links, and it's not. You can have mine. I can't use it. Oh, you can't use it no more? Is that because of like is that because I don't want to talk, we don't have to talk in detail here. You can reach out, I guess, I know that you're not on there a lot or nothing, but you've DM'd me every once in a while to let me know you're all right and stuff. So are you saying you're not using them anymore or what you're getting at? That's what I'm assuming you're meaning. I thought they were working well for you, is what you had said at one point. I was thinking that you were using them for pain management and also to try to, yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you know that I'm not far. Like we're right in the. I mean, I can, if you really mean that, like I can meet you like either at the store or something. Like if you're, you know what I mean. So, but I remember you a few months ago let me know, like you had reached out to me, and at the time I didn't really. I was kind of stumped too because I was coming up on not being sure about where I'm going to even get my smoke and stuff. I'm still able to get a little bit of something here and there, but from what I understand at the beginning of the year, it's going to be harder in Alabama. And then federally, they just signed into the hemp bill. They're trying to change it. Now all the companies are struggling and putting in money to try to fight this and make it not happen. Hopefully they can get it changed and we can keep it, going federally. Oh, they were too expensive. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Yeah, like well, that's why I don't really like. I'll get them sometimes, occasionally, but like if that's the way you're doing it all the time, like if you're just doing the edible, like gummy ones, it could probably be more. Uh, and I don't know where you were necessarily ordering from either, like because there are, but it's like now it's like there's kind of like a gray area anyway, trying to get them here or like get them sent to you here. Yeah, I think probably ultimately you're probably better off if you're able to smoke it. It probably is, to me. I like the way that it feels when I'm eating it. It kind of lasts longer. There's more of a body like thing going on, but I tend to be able to make the smokable buds last longer than gummies. You know what I mean? Like, let's say I have 20 gummies. Well, a couple of days and 20 gummies are gone. You know, like if I get an ounce of some good bud, at least a few weeks goes by. I got, you know. But like I said, all that's about to change. And of course, anybody watching this, I am not promoting the use of anything. All I'm talking about is myself, what I do. I do choose to smoke green. Uh, I'm a little over a month sober again from alcohol. Alcohol is the biggest demon that I have as far as when it comes to addiction and stuff. For several years now, I haven't done any kind of hard drugs or anything. And the main issue that has been plaguing me was the drinking. And of course, I've gotten some good stretches in of sobriety, but we're on a new stretch, and I'm only about 4 weeks out of coming. You know, like I went into detox about a little over a month ago, came out a little over 3 weeks ago, but I've been sober just like Saturday was a whole month to be completely sober again. So sober from alcohol. I want to make that clear because there's some people that think it's all or nothing. And if that's you, that's fine. Everybody's to each their own. But like for me, alcohol is the thing. And that's the main thing I have to stay away from for myself. I'm not talking about anybody else. But when it comes to smoking a little bit of the lettuce, you know, I will. I hope I didn't run LeMay off. I think I might have. I feel like sometimes I overthink everything. Let me get to. Hold on a second. I gotta. I can barely see. Yeah, like you know, I can agree with that. Well, I think that alcohol. I would say alcohol has done more damage to me than even the hard drugs I did. You know, like just because I've had the hardest putting it down. It's so easily available. You know, it's like as far as hard drugs, like meaning like hard street drugs right now. I wouldn't know where to even begin to go try to find them if I wanted to. And I'm glad about that. You know, like I haven't wanted to do anything like that in a while anyway. But you know, I have a hard enough time with alcohol. And like alcohol is just all the way always there. It's like you can go to the store and get it and it's socially acceptable. Everybody thinks it's, you know, because it's legal. You know, I can totally agree with that whole alcohol being it should be considered a hard drug. I think more people die from it than probably just about any other kind of substance, other than like benzos, people coming off of benzos. But yeah, alcohol. I think when you count people with liver problems like me, or people with that drink and drive, and they either end up killing themselves or even other people, and you take into because just all the different health factors, all that. Uh, Compared to like some of the other things that people can do that are bad for them. You're straight edge. Well, that's a good thing. Well, I mean, that's a good thing. I guess you're saying, you know, like you don't do anything. That's good. And if be thankful that you like if you haven't like even if you have experimented before, but you just don't really do anything now, but or if you have never done anything, be thankful that you're not like be thankful you don't have something that's now everybody can be addicted to plenty of things. You don't have to necessarily be doing a substance. You know what I mean? Like you can be addicted to social media. You can be addicted to food. You can be addicted to porn, gambling, to sex itself. You know what I mean? So, and then like when I was in detox, I heard something discussed. Well, no, it was right after detox. The guy Doc, he's a comic book creator. Also, he's a writer, and he's a ex counsel. He's a retired counselor. But he said addiction starts up here and ends up here. So it starts in the mind and it ends in the mind. And it's not the substance itself you're addicted to. You can end up being, so I can cut out all drugs and alcohol all of that. But if I have that mentality in my mind of addiction, if it's in there, then anything can take its place. It doesn't have to be, like even like for me, collecting things can be addictive. I get carried away sometimes, like especially when I'm doing really good. Like when I'm doing really good at not drinking, or I'm not doing a bunch of drugs or something. Which, well, I mean, I haven't been doing a bunch of drugs for a long time. Or like there's times when I'm not drinking and I'm not even smoking a lot of pot, but I'm spending like I can't get enough comics. I'm like going on eBay and finding all these old comics, or I'm trying to back something that month. Oh, I want to at least back one thing this month, and like it adds up. I have to watch myself. I can overspend on anything if I let myself. The same when I was before I stopped collecting the action figures and stuff. I was doing pretty good on my drinking and I was saving money, I thought, but like every month I'd find myself kind of like this. Oh, I want this action figure. I want that action figure. I want that. I want that. And before I know it, like I was just replacing. Now, of course, buying action figures or comics is a lot healthier as far as physically. But if I'm spending more than I need to spend on any particular thing outside of my necessities every month when I'm on a fixed income, that's not a good thing. Boy, Gray Cloud, you just a rambling on, ain't you? You just a rambling on like you somebody. And I don't know if Patriot Squirrel is still here or not. Sometimes people uh, have to, like somebody might be active in the chat. It's like I'm the same way. I might be active in the chat and I don't necessarily say that I've left. Now, like if I can, sometimes I'll be like, "Hey, I'm out of here." But if I'm just leaving for a little while, like sometimes in the evenings, you'll see me in Omar's chat, and then I might leave for a minute. You don't see me say anything. It's because I've went to another chat for another stream, trying to support a few people that might be streaming at the same time. And I'll bounce back and forth. And I think you said you do that sometimes. So there you go there. But I know that sometimes, we might be watching somebody. Sometimes I'll just have somebody on and just like giving them the views, because it increases your watch time and stuff. When I can't actually actively be in the chat, but I can be listening. A lot of people do that too. Oh, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, I hate it, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. But yeah, I didn't do any kind of drugs or drinking until I was 19 before I did anything like that. 19 before I lost my virginity. I had this whole idea of the world back then that I wasn't gonna ever do drugs. I wasn't ever gonna drink. I wasn't gonna smoke cigarettes. I wasn't gonna have sex till I met the right person or I got married. Blah 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 blah. Out the door. 19. And then by the time I was like 21, I'd say by the time I was 22, I was full blown, pretty much experimental into anything. Uh, and then just having all kinds of wild, whatever type of days and nights, thinking that living to get messed up was the way to go, and that wasn't a life. There's a lot of those days that I lived that way that I can't even remember. Like in my early 20s and stuff. There was some good memories there, but there's a lot of things that I did, and I know I did. But as far as now, I haven't sat down in years and actually tried to recall a lot of the stuff. But there's a big blur of time there between a certain time and a certain time in life where I just was doing so much stuff that there's just going to be there's a little bit of a fog there. We're probably going to wrap this up here in a few. I'm already at, like I said, I didn't know how long I was going to be on here. I just wanted to come on here and see if anybody was here out in the world, how you were doing. How is your day going? That's a big question. That's what I titled this. Um, like before we do end it, like whoever is still here, if you want to chime in, I mean, I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a decent day. I'm just a little frustrated that once again we had trouble with Falguni coming on to the channel, but we're going to get that worked out. Like she said, it must be some kind of divine intervention going on. Like when the timing is just right, she'll be able to hit the link and she'll be on here. We'll have a show together. But I do need to figure this out so that I might have to. I think she said she's on Instagram, but I'm not. So I may have to find someone that has an Instagram account, try to share the link to them so they can share the link to her, like maybe DM it to her, because apparently it wasn't working in the email either. So, although I might be able to figure it out, I might have it done wrong in the. Okay, you've been sick, I guess. There's been some people here sick. And then another friend of mine told me this morning the two people he lives with, they both have COVID. And so he's staying in his room, trying not to, like, he's just staying in his room. He said this happened about 3 years ago around, I think Thanksgiving again. I think they had COVID back a few years ago. And because he was saying, like, he had to, I guess he had went through this once before where they had got it. And then, like, he just kind of stayed up in his room, tried to keep, away from possibly catching it. But yeah, there's been somebody, like my neighbor Betty has an appointment today. It ain't because she's sick, but she's got something going on with her back. The neighbor behind me is going with her because she's been sick and she's not fully over it. She had the flu, but now it's like still lingering, and she's wondering if she's got something else or if it's like maybe pneumonia, developed into pneumonia or something. So she's got an appointment, and they're both going. I just seen them leave a little bit ago, so I'm not sure if that's the type of illness you're dealing with, but you're saying you just got over something. So, right. It's, there's going to be colds going around. There's going to be flus going around. There's going to be different things. Stomach viruses. I know like last month, I believe somebody had some stomach viruses going around here. There was a couple of different people that I remember having issues with stuff. Anyway, I'm just messing around in the bucket to kind of kill time. And it's also, I feel like it gives me something to do. It's also, it can be, I hope it's a little bit entertaining to hear me just kind of bounce around on it. For the most part, when I'm playing on the percussion or something, I'm using that little drum kit. But I'm trying to get back to learning how to just take something simple like a bucket and make it into something, So that's where I'm getting back with that part. And it's like 12:34 here. I still have a few hours of daylight here, and gonna try to get some things going productively, creative wise. Yesterday, I started writing a little bit while I was in church. Actually, I started writing a few story points down to like an idea that I've been working on for quite a long time, and I procrastinate a lot, so it was good. Like all these certain questions came up about certain characters within my world that I'm building. And so I started writing down like, will Roy be like this, or did Roy know Betty Ruth before he became dog? And is dog going to be like an actual reincarnation, or is it going to be a biomechanical type dog? I haven't figured all that out yet. I have figured out certain things, but there's certain things that are up for questioning, and that's how you build on the story. So I'm trying to get back my writing creativity as well. You know, this past week I've been enjoying messing around visually, but I'm trying to get myself back in tune, back to trying to build this idea that I have, because I have people that are willing to help me out. So I have to do my part, but you know, it don't all happen overnight. So let's end it here. Like I'm going close to an hour, but I'm not going to try to stretch this out to a whole hour. We're going to end it. Falguni, I appreciate she showed up. I appreciate Patriot Squirrel. I'm sure they're not here now. LeMay, I think you're still with us. I appreciate you being here. Everybody that showed up in chat or just even watching. Even Skip Nasty made a really good point about alcohol is really kind of a hard drug. Uh, so on that note, I'm doing pretty decent. I'm gonna take today as a win. You know, I, I'm hoping to make it to this meeting tonight. My neighbor left out before I could really ask her. She was getting ready to go to the doctor earlier. So when she comes back from the doctor, I'm gonna see if I can maybe get a ride over there tonight. It's like at 6 o'clock, and I think he said they usually go to about 7:30. And the guy also said if I get over there, that there's one person that would be coming back in this direction. And I said, well, if I get my neighbor to drop me off, my question is, would somebody be able to bring me back? You know, like my point is, let me get there. I want to be at a meeting. It's a celebrate recovery meeting, so it's faith based. It's not like AA or NA, but it's still based on the 12 steps. It's just faith based. And if I can just get over there tonight and like meet some people, he said there's like about 12 to 14 people, uh, or 15 to 16, or like 14 to 16 people at any given time. So it's a small group. Maybe I get to meet some people, maybe exchange some numbers and have like some start creating a network of support for myself. You know, like since I've came out of detox, I really hadn't had a lot of like what I was longing for, a little bit of support. You know, like I haven't had time to really mention it at church. Like I was hoping that I could maybe discuss it with some of the people at church and see if, you know, maybe one or two people could check in on me once or twice a week, like maybe stop by and just say hi or see if I just need to get out of the damn trailer. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, what's up, Black Orange? No sound? No sound. Are you serious? Oh, you should hear it. Everybody else, well, it doesn't matter. I'm getting close to the end. Black Orange, I'm sorry that I haven't reached out sooner. Uh, all last week I kept him. I don't know if you can hear. Okay, Aslan. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, maybe he couldn't hear me for some reason. I don't know. If anybody would like Black Orange, if you drop a number, if you have a birthday and you want to know something about the numbers, he's pretty good at. Oh, okay, okay, I got you. Okay, so so he can't hear me. I understand. Okay, I was trying to type a message. See, that's strange. Let's see. Okay. Guys, what if you don't know, he's saying he don't have the sound on right now. Like he works during the day, so he's probably got the sound down so it's not distracting anybody else at work or like, you know what I mean, causing a big stink. Um, so I'm trying to type him a message into the chat just specifically for Black Orange. But Azalien. I like that name, Azalien. Or what is it? Azalians, Azalians, Azalians. 1570. I like that. Yeah, I noticed. I didn't know. Uh, okay, cool. Oh, you're from Australia or from New Zealand? Azalea. Azalea. Okay. Well, I see. Azalians. Oh, well, are you? Is that a take on like aliens, but Azalians? Azalea. I like that name though. That's nice. New Zealand. I'm trying to remember if anybody's been from New Zealand here. We have several people from Australia. Sometimes not all at once, but there's a couple of people that watch me from Australia. Of course, Falguni was here from India earlier in the chat. But we have Azalea here from New Zealand today, guys. So it's always cool to me when like I get people from different places in the world other than just the United States or something. You know, like I think there's quite a few people from Canada too sometimes that subscribe or whatever. But like, you know what I mean? Like anybody outside of the United States, anytime I see somebody, whether it's from South America, over in India, over in the Middle East, had somebody that lives in Palestine actually in a chat one time, and that was interesting. So, and they weren't trying to be radical or anything and not push any kind of religion. They were just like just real people. So, and Azalea, you're welcome here anytime. I don't recognize the name. I mean, if you have been part of the channel for a while, I'm not really sure if I've ever, but you're always welcome here. And yeah, well, I've ended up going for an hour. Like some of you got, I was going to end this stream about 10 minutes ago, and then all of a sudden, Black Orange popped in here. Azalea, you popped in here. Uh, you know, I don't know what your interests are and stuff. My channel, like this channel here, Gray Cloudy Day, is mainly like me just kind of being like trying to be a real person and make connections with people, whether you're, you know, nearby or you're far off. Uh, Sometimes when I'm live streaming, sometimes I'll have people on and they'll come on and we'll just kind of hang out and talk. I'm trying to get more towards being able to set up some scheduled live streams where like I'm having a specific guest on. Like a while back, I had a guest on that put out a comic book and I spotlighted him and like, you know, we just talked about, and then we went from there and we had a few other people on. Uh, the other day I did like, I have a second channel where I cover comics and other things. And I had a little giveaway. So I did a stream for that channel and there wasn't not a lot of people there or nothing. And it wasn't like that channel's really big or anything. So, but I picked a name, a winner for a comic I was giving away. So that was something I scheduled. So I'm trying to get like right now, what you're seeing is me just deciding to go live in real time, where I'm going to try to have some kind of scheduled events coming up eventually in the next. It might not be really going too well until the beginning of the year, but that's where I'm at wanting to go. And you're always welcome, Azalea. I hope you're having a good day, like the title says. How is your day going, or whatever? Uh, LeMay had said that they just got over an illness, but today's going all right for them. Black Orange, I believe, is working right now, and they had the sound down. So uh, I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to touch base with before I end this stream. Like I don't have to end it. We could stay on here talking all day long, but I'm kind of frustrated because like I can't share a link in the chat and it be clickable. We were trying that earlier. So I'm really not too sure. Oh, it's morning time there in New Zealand. Okay. Yeah, it's early afternoon here. We're approaching 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So okay, you're getting ready for work. Or New Zealand is. I got you. Let's see. Well, I wish you the best day you can have. Like I'm a few hours ahead of you right now because, like I said, it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like 15 till 1. You're in the morning still, and you're getting, you said getting ready for work and all that. But anytime you catch me live, feel free to jump in the chat if you want. And don't hesitate. You can go and look at some of the videos. I don't know if anything I do. I share a lot about my walk in life. Like right now, I'm currently sober a little over a month from alcohol. I don't know if you caught any of that earlier. And I'm not here to preach to nobody or try to tell anybody what they need to do with their life, but drinking doesn't work out for me. And every time I fall off the wagon, I fall off a little harder each time. So this last time I went to detox. It'd been years since I felt like I needed something like that. And so I went to detox and I've been like, let's see, a month and Sunday, so a month and 2 days, like sober. So that's pretty good. From alcohol, I do smoke a little bit of weed. But for the most part, I think I'm doing okay. And I hope you have a good day at work. If that is what you're doing, is getting ready for work. LeMay, if you're still there, I hope you're having a good day. I hope that you said your day's going all right and you're just getting over an illness. So not being sick is probably a plus. Uh, and of course, me sharing any links right now is not going to work. So I think that's a pretty good way to end it. Like I'm gonna let me beat a little beat right here on the bucket. We had LeMay in the chat and Azalea. Azalea? We had Azalea. We have Azalea. Azalea. We have LeMay. We have LeMay. Falguni was in the chat earlier. Black Orange even appeared. Okay, I didn't know. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get in the habit of doing more lives again. And now this morning I didn't this past week I started doing some early in the morning on my time. So it would be like it'd either be late at night for you probably or early morning. Like, you know what I mean? Not even daylight yet. I don't know exactly. But like I've been going on about 7:30 to 8:30 my time, but I didn't today. Today I was closer to the afternoon. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you again in the chat. And I appreciate that you are watching videos and stuff, it's just like if somebody hasn't commented or something on anything, then I don't necessarily recognize the name. And if it's somebody that I don't see regularly, like sometimes someone might have commented something, but if they've only commented one time, I might not remember the name either. Same with if you're in the chat. If I've only noticed someone in the chat like once or twice and I'm doing a lot of streaming, it might take me a minute to start remembering everybody if they're not there all the time, There's some names like I just remember because they've been following me for a long time and interacted with me. But I have enjoyed today. I've enjoyed this stream. I've enjoyed being able to interact with some people, man. Like, it's always a plus when you guys come into the chat and you're like talking to me, and I'm able to talk to you, share with you. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get off here. Hopefully, Patriot Squirrel will hit me up in a little bit on the DM, or I might hit them up. See what they were talking about. They said that something about I could have their gummies. I don't know if they were being, if they were still being, if they were being serious, you know, because they don't, they're somewhere near me, so that it wouldn't be that out of the way for me to meet them somewhere if they wanted to give me those gummies or whatever. So check that out. But you have a good day, whoever is still watching. And like I said, we're going to roll out of here. Everybody have a good day. Oh, please have a good day. And don't get in the way of anybody trying to have a good day. Let's all say, hey, it'll be okay. Let's have a good day, good old day. Let's just say, let's have a good day. A good old day. Okay, thank you. And until next time, I'm going to wrap it up. Great Cloud here, Sage of the Eternal Moment. That moment right there, the only moment we have, let it go for other moments to come in and let them flow. Over and out. And this is how we say I love you is ditto. Y'all have a great day.